There's a woman on TikTok who's doing a social experiment where she is calling churches to ask about baby formula to see if any of them will actually help them out. And she called a mosque, and they actually would help them out, while none of the churches, and this doesn't surprise me as a pastor entity, churches, they are not obligated. If you think the response to churches saying no to helping baby formula is to tax the churches, we spend $1 trillion a year on our military.
So Thomas Burke is getting flayed on TikTok, and partly because he went to Yale on the GI Bill because he served. And I suspect his point about the Christian charity is that alms is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, versus in Christianity, where Christian charity is not articulated in the same way. But the fact that churches are not taxed in the US is partly because churches come out of a long tradition in Europe as being the center of human life, not just human religious life. So churches would also be a place where you would do business, and churches would often serve as the hospital. And they certainly were the center of charity. And so his argument is the churches, one, don't have to do charity. However, that is the requirement intellectually for why they don't get taxed. And so his out that, and they might do something awful with that money, our government, is kind of moot. It sounds exactly like when people say, we can't give people money for food, they might buy things that are unhealthy. It actually doesn't matter what the government's going to do with that money, because you are not doing with our money what you're supposed to.